Hello, my name is Carrie Howard, and I have my master's in special education. And I'm currently a first grade mild mod special education teacher. This is my third year official teaching with my as a credentialed teacher, but I do have a lot of experience working with students with a varying level of disabilities. Before I was a teacher, I was a paraprofessional aide for about 7.5 years. And prior to that, I worked with students with autism and their families as a behavior therapist. Um, I've worked with many different students with autism and other disorders and disabilities as well. But I probably have worked with hundreds of students with autism and worked with many different families. The unique view that I have with autism is working very closely with families inside of their homes, seeing that family dynamic and how it affects families. So, working with the school district now as a teacher, I have this kind of understanding and compassion towards families that I might not have if I didn't have that prior experience. I've worked with students as young as 18 months old with autism to high school age. And that's given me a very broad understanding too of how autism affects students from young age up until uh, their older ages towards the end of their educational path. Um, and another unique thing I think is having students that I've personally worked with from as young as 2 years old now that are now like in their 20s and seeing how um, where their life has to, how they where their life has taken them. So I think that's pretty neat. Now, our understanding of autism is changing and growing all the time. And I always say that I think the best teachers are always first the best students. So as a teacher, we have to always be learning and growing ourselves. So I kind of take that mindset of, we're always learning. We don't know all the answers. We don't know everything. And every student is always very, very different. So what works with one student might not work with another student. And I think I was saying in my post, like, I think of students like a puzzle or like layers of an onion, and sometimes you have to start peeling back those layers to get an understanding of how autism is affecting this particular student. You see a lot of similarities, and I think that's kind of neat in a way to like to see um, one student might have like this strange fascination with like tornadoes or hurricanes, and then to see another student with the same sort of like it to us or to me might seem kind of strange or unique, but sometimes students with autism share similar characteristics, even fascinations, even obsessions or things like that, but they're all very, very uniquely different. So I love that too about it. So I've always loved puzzles growing up, and maybe that's why I'm pretty passionate with students with autism. As a mild mod teacher, I work with many different students with different disabilities, but I have to say that students with autism hold a kind of special place in my heart. Um, I love it when I can communicate with them. I try to get on their level or speak in like what I would say kind of like their language, the way they talk. So for example, I have a student who like he loves the calendar and he's really into like dates and numbers like that. So when I talk with him, I always want to talk very precise with him, like I'm going to see you May 8th at 12:30 or whatever time it is. Um, and we kind of have this like way that we communicate. And that's part of what I love about working with students with autism too. Just their uniqueness is what makes them special. I can't remember what else we are supposed to talk about, what we hope to gain in this course. And that's just, I want to be more up to date on research. Of course, I want to complete my credential requirements, but This is something that even if it wasn't a requirement, like something that I had to do, I would definitely, this is something that I always am wanting to learn more about. So thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Hope this wasn't too long. Bye.